Hey everybody, we're at the Blowing Springs recreational area here in Bella Vista, and I thought I would give you a quick walk around of the Versys. Again, man, I can't believe 20,000 miles we've put on this bike. What a beautiful setting for us to do this little review. Well, it took almost 3 years, but we've finally made it to the 20,000 mile mark on the Versys 1000. Bought it in March of 19 and rolled over the 20,000 mark in January of 2022, so not too bad. The definition of versatile is able to do many things, and that is what the Versys is named for, and it sure does do a lot of things. It's a fantastic machine, does everything that Jamie and I would like it to do. It's been basically rock solid, and it's just it's been great. So we're going to kind of do a little 20,000 mile review, just kind of go over a few things and just let you guys know how we feel about the bike. The Versys is great for two-up touring, especially the type of touring that we do, the sporty two-up. You know, we live in Northwest Arkansas, so the roads are fantastic. The bike is fantastic, and Jamie thinks it's the most comfortable thing on the planet. So really do appreciate how comfortable it is. So let's talk about power, fuel economy, and handling. So as would be expected, as Japanese motorcycle, the inline four is rock solid. The motor's been fantastic. It's got plenty of power. Yes, I know that it doesn't have the horsepower and everything of some of the newer machines out there, but it's got 116, I think, horsepower it is, something like that. 106 horsepower, and it's plenty fast enough and gets me in plenty of trouble. And two-up wise, it's very easy to ride. Got plenty of power, so it's never really been a problem. The motor's just rock solid. So I don't buy motorcycles for fuel economy. This thing gets 40 miles a gallon no matter how hard you're riding it or how easy you're riding it. That's plenty fine for me. The handling, the one thing I truly love about this motorcycle is it's tall, wide handlebars, but once you get it going, it is a great handling motorcycle. It's very good two-up. You can whip it around in corners. Again, it's not like the little 400 that Jamie has, but for a 1000cc motorcycle, two-up, loaded, it's fantastic. Touring on the big Versys. This is where the Versys shines, right? It's got plenty of luggage space with the top case. Jamie and I can easily do a week-long two-up trip with no problem. We can camp out of it usually for 3 to 4 days, but on the road it's fantastic. We try to stay off the highway, but those times that you do have to be on the highway, cruise control is a huge factor, really nice. And I used to always say that cruise control was overrated. I take that back, it's not. I also used to say that heated grips were overrated, and I would hug the person who designed heated grips. That's a fantastic achievement. The windscreen is adjustable, not on the fly, not like my C14, but you can stop and raise the windscreen, and I have no problem with that. Touring wise, like I said, it's rock solid, stays on the ground, does a very good job. You can carry plenty of luggage. Again, it's an ultimate two-up sport touring machine. So make no mistake about the Versys, it is tall, 34 inches. So if you're challenged in the height department, it may not be the best thing for you. I have an air hawk on it, and I'm 6'2". I can still put my toes down on the ground, and it's very easy to get around. The cool thing about the Versys is once you get it going, the weight and the height of the bike disappear, and it's fine. So maintenance. The Versys has been a dream when it comes to maintenance. I change the oil regularly and often and strictly follow the scheduling for all the maintenance that it needs to get done. At 18,000, the valves were checked, didn't need adjusted, everything was great. And after reading some of the motorcycle forums, that's kind of what happens. I haven't seen anybody who's really needed a large adjustment. I've ridden bikes with chains and shaft drives, so I know some people say, oh, it's a chain-driven motorcycle. it doesn't bother me at all. I don't know why that would restrict anybody from riding this motorcycle. Yes, there's a little bit of maintenance to it, but the key here is a little bit of maintenance, and just like anything else, take a little bit of time and maintain it. I am going to get a new chain and sprockets probably here about 25,000. It's starting to show a little bit of wear. The key to the chain drive, right, is takes away the weight from the shaft drive. Shaft drives are great, had one on the C14, but the chain drive's not been an issue. I ride with Michelin PR5s, GTs. They get usually 85 to 9,000 on the front tire for the most part, and about 6 to 7,000 on the rear tire, and that's not bad. We ride 2 up the majority of the time, so again, I'm not really that concerned about that. It does a great job, and I love the Michelin tires. I don't know if I'd ever stop riding with Michelin tires. Just some miscellaneous things. The quick shifter is a great feature. I don't know if I really need it on this bike, but it is cool to have, especially when you're clipping along. The quick shifter is a little mushy, so it takes a little bit of getting used to, but it's not a game changer or anything. I really like the bike. Some folks don't like the styling of it. Again, each to their own, right? I think it looks beautiful. I mean, look at that thing. Last year, it was bound to happen. I dropped it. We were in Creede, Colorado, me and Yeehaw Steven. Hey, Yeehaw. Stopped at a place. I went back into a parking lot, into a parking space. There was sand on the ground. My foot slipped out from under me, and I lost the battle to physics. So it fell over on the right-hand side, did some damage to a little bit of plastic on the front, handguard, and the bag took some damage. I replaced the plastic by the gas tank, and I replaced the handguard. I replaced the cover for the right pannier. I didn't replace the pannier. I didn't feel it was worth the $1,400. So basically buffed it out, and you can barely tell. Unless you're looking for it, you can barely tell. What do I really like about the Versys? First thing is the engine. Strong and bulletproof. It's amazing. Cruise control's nice. It is a little snatchy when you disconnect it. Maybe that's just my inability to do it correctly, but it does snatch from time to time. The heated grips are amazing. So many settings. There are times when I feel like my hands may burn off, but man, it's fantastic. The brakes are very, very good. It will bring the Versys to a serious stop. I have had no complaints about the brakes, and it's been ridden pretty hard in Dills Gap and along here in Arkansas, and the brakes, there's no fade. It's perfect. Ignition key match to the luggage. Yes, I do love the fact that there's a key to this Versys. I also like the fact that it's key matched to all the top case and the panniers and all that. That's really cool. I like the sleek and sporty appearance. I know some people may argue with me, but I like the appearance. So if I was going to get a little bit of nitpicky, I'd probably talk about the mushy quick shifter. I think that that's something that should be worked on. The fuel gauge sucks, right? So it only records it's full until it's down to about a quarter tank, so you've got to really pay attention to what your mileage is. Again, I've never had an issue with that, so it's not a problem. I can go 220 miles on a tank of gas before the light comes on. That's all I need to know. We have done some great trips with the Versys. It's been to Colorado, Utah, North Carolina, West Virginia, Kentucky, New Mexico, Texas on big trips. We hope this year to do even more. Jamie and I really look forward to doing more trips together and spending some time. As you all know, I've left my corporate job, so we have more time. The tour company is going off pretty well, so we're going to get to spend a lot of time on the road, so you're going to get to see a lot more videos. I do want to say we thank you for all your support. If you do like what you see, please click on the button down below, smash the bell, do all that YouTube stuff and that sort of thing. It's really a great support. We've also been asked how viewers could support us as well in other endeavors, and we have jumped into the Patreon pool. So for as little as $5 a month, you can help us out financially. Again, we understand how things are. If you can do it, you can do it. If not, just support us by ringing that bell and clicking on the button. That'd be great. If you have any questions or thoughts about this video, just leave the comments down below and we'll try to answer them as quickly as we can. So in conclusion, we love the Kawasaki Versys. I would buy another one tomorrow if something happened to this one. We've really enjoyed it. It fits us perfectly. It's been a wonderful machine, and Again, right now I don't think there's anything on the market that I would like to upgrade to. I know Jamie loves it, so we're very, very happy. So hope to see you all while we're out riding. Hopefully our paths cross and we can get together. If you see us out on the road, just come up and say hi. If we don't get to talk to you soon, make sure you all ride safe out there and be careful. Thanks everybody for watching.
I know it's nothing new, but it's so good to see you. We do this every day, and I'm still so amazed by you.
In a quarter mile, your destination will be on the left.
Tight through the
Welcome home.
It's just us two.